Welcome to the 9th installment of Credit Today Perspectives. Now it's in partnership with Highako University. Today's panel takes a look at the payment deductions and chargeback landscape, how it has been affected by the pandemic, the components of an effective deduction management effort, and the benefits of automation to improve your processes. We'll touch on all these topics. Hopefully our discussion will help you and your organization better navigate the challenges caused by deductions. I'm very excited about our panel of experts. And they bring a depth of experience and insights to all things related to deductions. Jessica Butler got hooked on solving deduction issues while consulting with Grant Thornton, and then went on to found Attain Consulting Group, where she has established a reputation for herself as a thought leader in deduction management. Similarly, Kimberly Erickson got hooked on applying automation to the deduction process while implementing the high radius deduction management solution during her tenure at Hormel. She subsequently formed Optimized Receivables, where she continues to help other firms apply technology to their deduction processes. I remember Kim Zablocky, while he was still president of the Federation of Credit and Financial Professionals, telling me about his idea for an association that would bring retail buyers and their suppliers together in order to take the friction out of the transactional relationship. I thought it was a brilliant idea then, and Kim has proved me right with his work with the Retail Value Chain Federation he founded. I just wish I had thought of the idea first. I'm Dave Schmidt, and will be the moderator for today's panel discussion. Besides being a contributing editor with Credit Today, I have over 40 years experience in credit as a corporate manager, independent credit consultant, and small business risk expert, as well as an industry analyst covering AR, credit, and collection technology. The views expressed are those of the speakers and not Credit Today or Highako University. Content of the webinar is intended for educational purposes only, and as such, the information presented here is for the independent use of the viewers and their credit personnel. So let's begin. So those of you who have been with us in the past know that we've organized our discussion around 3 general questions. The first will hopefully help us define the playing field, the current playing field. And the question is, what are the marketplace trends related to payment deductions and chargebacks? To get us going, we're going to do a polling question. And so if you'll bear with me for a second, I'll get that up so you can vote. And this first question asks, how are deduction volumes trending in your organization? So we'll give you a few minutes to share with us what you're seeing. So as you can see, 68% of you are saying that deduction volumes are increasing in your organization, about 27% saying the same, and then the remaining 5% say they're shrinking. So definitely a large bias towards increasing there. Kim or Kimberly, do you have any comments on that before I have Jessica share some results that she has?
Talking to our retail members, they've kept the compliance machines running, the chargeback machines running for non-compliance. I do know that they're going to be rolling out on time in full this June time date, where they're going to start charging for on time in full. They held back over the last year or so because of the transportation issues of moving goods from overseas, but come this June, they're going to start charging again for that. Other compliance charges are still being assessed and have been.
Okay, so let's move on. Let me stop sharing this. And we'll turn it over to Jessica. Tell us about what your findings were here.
So it is interesting. I did a COVID-19 survey in September, and a couple of the questions that I asked, one was, has your deduction volume changed since businesses started opening back up again, as you can see from the slide, only 30% of the respondents said that they've increased. Most of them said they stayed the same. There was a bit of a difference between certain industry groups, with the apparel and footwear feeling the most increase and the food, beverage, and grocery having kind of the smallest increase. But I think now, with sort of 6 months later, I'm not surprised to see that we're here from the polling results that people are saying that they're increasing, because retailers are trying to get quote unquote back to normal and recoup some of what has happened in the past. So some of those waivers and exemptions that they allowed for during COVID, they are no longer kind of allowing those to continue. And in terms of the largest challenges, we were really curious to figure out or to understand what people felt were some of the biggest challenges regarding deductions with COVID, with everybody now kind of working from home, or so many people. And as you can see, over almost half of the respondents said it was the longer turnaround times that were really challenging, and then volumes of deductions. And some people were finding it was a little bit harder to process remotely or get the supporting documentation that might have been in the office. I think that people by now have figured out or revamped their processes to deal with that. But the findings I thought were pretty interesting.